Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You can see in today's video we're getting a little creative. I wanted to do a colorful look. I had posted on Facebook asking if you guys wanted to see like a warm tone or a colorful, because I wanted to play with makeup. Just needed it today. And most people, I think it was 10 people said colorful or something like that. You know, ooh, 10 people. Anyways, so that's what we did, and this look is inspired by two things. I had watched a Kathleen Lights video today that she uploaded using the ABH Cosmetics and Alyssa Edwards palette, and she did like a similar like pinky blue look. And I also wanted to do something for Pride Month. If you don't know, I am bisexual, and this look was also inspired by the bisexual pride flag. So yeah, if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I am priming my eyes using the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Concealer in the shade, yeah, I was right, Porcelain. And I wanted to use a lighter base to really make the colors pop, since I am going in with a more colorful look. And the first color that I am going to go in with here in a moment is the shade Addictive, and that is from my Profusion Prism Eyes palette. I got this palette, I believe it was my Target clearance video. I'll double check that, and if so, I will link that above. But I am just taking that shade Addictive, and I'm using the Vintage Cosmetic Company brushes. I think I got these in a BoxyCharm. The brush that I'm using is the Step 3 called Go Girl Go, and I'm just using that to pack that mainly in the crease and above, and you'll see why later on. And I don't mind that I'm getting it on the lid because, you know, you'll see later. But I did go ahead and get like a fluffy brush. It was actually the brush that came with my Profusion palette. I used the fluffy end to blend that a little, and as you saw just there, I was cleaning off my brush just a little bit to go on with the next color, which is the shade Twerk, which I think is a weird name. Now this one I didn't use first because it's not a true royal blue to me. It's more of an indigo. And that first shade Addictive that I used was more of a true royal blue. And if you've ever seen the Bi Pride flag, it is blue to purple to pink. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And I am blending those shades together to make sure that it looks seamless. Cleaning it off again. This time I'm going in with the purple shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette. I don't know if I mentioned that was the palette I was using for that other color, but it is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the original. And that purple shade is the shade Royalty. It's a very, very pretty color. And I am just adding that and blending it in with the shade Twerk. And again, I am just blending to make sure that those colors are more seamless and not such harsh lines. And taking that fluffy brush again just to blend the tops of the shadows, like where it meets my eyebrow. Sorry about the traffic in the background. Not sure what I'm doing right there. I don't remember. All right, I went into the shade Poodle from ColourPop for my pink, and I initially started with that same brush, but I do change it here in a minute because that brush had been so saturated and I didn't want to actually have to go wash it, so I switched brushes here in a minute. But I am taking that Poodle shade, the pink, and bringing that into my inner corners. And then I'm going back in with that pink and blending it with the shade Royalty from the Jaclyn Hill palette. All about blending with looks like this. And you know, if you've never watched one of my videos, I am very new with makeup, especially this kind of look. I stick to warm tone basic looks where I have a crease shade and then I do like an outer corner darker shade and then I put like a foiled shade on the lid and that's it. So this is very much so out of my comfort zone. This is where I'm going in and getting a different brush. This is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have like a name or a number on it because it's one I bought from, oh no, I guess I'm cutting my crease. Never mind. Ignore me, guys. I'm using an Alamar Cosmetics brush, and I took that same concealer and I am cutting my crease. I'm not the greatest at cutting my crease, but it got the job done. Like I said, I'm not the greatest at cutting the crease, and I wasn't entirely sure what shape I was gonna do. The end shape, I mean, it is a little sloppier than I had wanted, but right now I am taking the shade Now in Zen from ColourPop. It is just a white foiled, beautiful shade. I like to use it for my brow bone highlight a lot, and I am packing that all over the lid. And then I am blending in the crease where all those colors meet that white color. And then I'm intensifying all the colors again. So I went in with the shade Addictive from the Profusion palette, and then I went into the shade Twerk, and then Royalty, and then I think I eventually go into the shade Poodle, and with a different brush to really intensify that pink. And now I'm going in and doing the exact same thing on the other lid. And what I'm doing right there is I place the concealer down on my lid and I look up because I do have very, very hooded eyes. So I want to make sure that I'm getting that concealer where I want it. I think I took it just a little higher than I intended, but you know, it works out in the end. And once again, I was packing the shade Now in Zen on the entire lid and then going in with all the other colors and intensifying those. Okay, so I am going to talk through this part. We're going to go in with primer. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. Go ahead and put that on my T-zone for the most part. I'm still not entirely sure where this look is going to end up. I had a vision in mind, but like you guys know, I'm not the most artistic. I'm not the most creative, but I was a little inspired by Kathleen Light's upload from today, reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Alyssa Edwards palette. She did like a purpley pink look, but I was also wanting to do like a Pride look. Now this one is more like by Pride, but you know, whatever. We'll see how it turns out. All right, for foundation, what do I want to go in with? Use this one a little. This one's a little dark for me, but aren't all of my foundation. Let me shake it up. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage. This is the shade Creamy Natural. It is dark and you'll see, but whatever. Take this on the back of my hand. do I want to use my brush? I'm gonna use my sponge. I already wet it, so yeah, the shade's dark. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it, but I really like the coverage on it, and I'll have to get a new shade one day. Now this foundation's super thick, super thick. I've used this on my channel a couple times, I'm pretty sure. Because it's not, I say this every time, I'm always like, it's so dark. And then I put it on, it's not terrible. It's just, I think it's the undertone is just a good undertone for me, so it doesn't look too crazy. I'd say this is a cool undertone. And I tend to I lean more cool than anything, but I usually stick to like a natural or a neutral foundation just to be on the safe side, but this one actually worked pretty well, so I'm gonna have to start doing more cool toned foundations. I'm sorry for the traffic in the background. It is like 5 o'clock in the evening or something, so there's a lot of traffic. These fucking hairs, I swear to God. I want to try the L'Oreal Pro Glow that everyone likes. I've never tried it before, but apparently that one's really good. Glowy one, which I do like glowy. Matte's okay. Like I can really go either way because I have combination skin. My skin's not terribly dry and it's not terribly oily. It's like, but I wouldn't call it normal either, because I do get oily in some places and dry in others. So look how dark my under eyes are. I haven't been getting much sleep. All right. I am not going to use the concealer I used to cut my eyes and to prime my eyes, because it's way too light for this foundation. So let's go in with we're going with Tarte Fair Neutral, or the Tarte Shape Tape. Alright, I'm going to set with my Maybelline Fit Me. And as usual, I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then come back and we'll finish up this eye look. Ugh. So my brows are on-ish. Now we're gonna go into the lower lash line, which I'm nervous about. So I'm going to do a voiceover in this part as well so I can focus. Okay. So I am starting again with the shade Addictive, and I'm just connecting it to where the shade on the top lash line or my top eyelid has that color. And I do bring this lower than I would normally bring any of my other eye looks, but this is an intense look, so it's totally okay. I'm so awkward with these voiceovers, guys. It's weird. It's my first time ever doing one. And then I went in with the shade Twerk, and I am blending that in just like I did on top. Oh, covered my eye. There we are. And then I am going in with the shade Royalty, and I bring that almost all the way in, just like it is on the top. And And I am making sure to blend all those colors together so they are seamless. And now I am taking that Morphe brush. I'm dusting off Fallout, I guess. Now I'm going to take that Morphe brush into the shade Poodle and really drag that pink shade all the way down, and it just completely covered and encircled my eye, which I've never done a look quite like that. So like I said, this is very much so out of my comfort zone. And here I am going into like the crease, and I am blending those colors more. And here I am spraying the Alamar Cosmetics brush and going back in with the shade Now and Zen to intensify it. Please excuse Charlie banging on my door right now. I'm going to do my lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have lashes on, and they're actually falsies, which I never do because they end up looking like this. I'm still getting the hang of them, like the inner corner of this one's not glued down, like it won't. But we're gonna move on. Let's go ahead and do the lower lashes. No, we'll do this after setting spray. Let's move on to bronzer. And just to change things up, I think I'm gonna go in with my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Glow, just for the hell of it. Okay, so I just wanted to mention right here, even though this has nothing to do with my bronzer, that the eyelashes I'm wearing are from the brand Kiss, and they are in the style Boudoir. Okay, it's a little dark, but we'll move on. For blush, let's go in with Luminosa. Let's just keep it Milani, I guess. Actually, I want to try something. I don't know if it'll matter, but I saw Kathleen Lights talk about how she's been doing her highlight and then her blush so they kind of like mesh together better. So we're gonna try that. And I am going in with my Milani highlighter palette in the shade Pearl. And I still can't find my highlighting brush that I normally use. So I'm gonna go in with this guy, which is it's a Milani or Morphe brush. And I'd say this look calls for like a lot of highlight. Too much? Don't care. Okay, I know it's much. I know it's a little much, but I love this highlight so much. All right, I did take the shade, or the brightener shade from my Cover FX palette on my brow bone, but I think I'm gonna take some of this too to really intensify it. Just a little bit. All right, now we're gonna go into blush, and we're gonna use Luminosa. Very pretty. I don't know that it's making a difference that I did the highlight first, but it's still pretty. I think last is lips. I did buy another one of the L'Oreal. It's like their chocolate ones. This one is in the shade Sweet Tooth because I have the shade Candyman, I believe. But this one doesn't look right on my skin tone. It's this top shade. But it still smells really good. Do I want to do this? Let's see how it looks. If I don't like it, we'll take it off. I love the way these smell. I think I do like this look with this. I look. I love that these are so easy to put on. Like, I love the applicator, and then they do dry down matte. And like, I don't have to be super precise with this color, so I like that. All right, we're going to set the face, and then I'll do my bottom lashes before I forget. And I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Last. Like I said, I'm not good at putting on lashes, so like from far away they look fine. They look okay, but like up close you can tell that they're not applied the greatest, but I'm learning. All right, let's do bottom lashes. All right, that is the finished look. This is my Pride Month look. This is, you know, specifically for Bi Pride because I am bisexual and I'm proud of that. And I normally don't do creative looks like this, so it's not the greatest, but I think it's fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.